Hi, I'd like to talk about TV, films and comics on this channel, and today we're going to talk about Dynamite Comics' Swords of Sorrow, the complete saga collection. Swords of Sorrow, the complete saga collection from Dynamite Comics is essentially an omnibus of the Swords of Sorrow crossover event that they did a few years ago. The main story, Swords of Sorrow, comprises 6 separate issues written by Gail Simone. But what you've got with this is all of the tie-ins that they had and the one-shots, etc. Are interwoven into the story at the correct points. So instead of having just the first 6 issues of the main story, then at the back all of the tie-ins and you have to work out where they go, they put them in chronological order, so it makes a more true story and a better read, and it does work in that respect as well. And I think it's something that anyone producing an omnibus or collection of a event where there's lots of crossovers and intersecting stories should do. This is in paperback, unfortunately. You can only get it in trade paperback or digital format. Again, Dynamite just don't really seem minded to produce hardcover copies of books like this. Don't know why not. They don't need to be oversized. They don't need to be crazy sort of designs. They can just be a standard deluxe omnibus format and people would be happy, but they don't. So there we are. This is a story where you have essentially 2 teams of heroines from the Dynamite universe. One are bad guys, one are good guys. You've got, I don't really want to list them all, but you've got Red Sonja, Vampirella, Jungle Girl, Kato, Lady Zorro, Jennifer Blood, Miss Fury, and then for the bad guys you've got Mistress Hell, Purgatory, Chastity, and Bad Kitty, among others that are against them. It turns out that the realities are coming crashing in, and they're all starting to merge together, and this is because of a battle between what turns out to be Prince Charming from the fairy tales and the Wicked Witch, but their roles are reversed. So Prince Charming's the bad guy and the Wicked Witch is the force for good, and all of the heroes are issued with a unique bladed weapon, a unique sword or dagger that they must use to fight the forces of evil with. It's a good enough story. It's fine. What it suffers from is too many characters, and they don't get together quick enough, and they don't get to the point quick enough. It takes about a good third of the book before you actually get to them starting to work together, and then at that point it feels a little bit rushed, whereas I wish they'd had more explanation initially to all the characters to say you need to work together and this is what we're fighting for, and then they can have some conflicts within that, but it will give more of a team up element. There's very much a lot of repeating of who are you, let's fight. Oh, I don't like you, let's fight. What are you doing here, and then when they seem to like have to get on, they just suddenly all go, hang on, let's just get on. Okay, we're getting on now. And it just gets a little bit repetitive in that respect. But like I say, the artwork's good, the main story is good, but just be prepared to sort of read a very similar story over and over again. The standout stories are really Vampirella and Jennifer Blood. Red Sonja and Jungle Girl is very funny and well written, and obviously the main story as well. With the Red Sonja Jungle Girl, what they do is they make Red Sonja almost a mentor to Jungle Girl. Jungle Girl's all sort of innocent and not very worldly, and obviously Red Sonja's seen it all, done it all. So she's trying to like teach Jungle Girl how to be a little bit more worldly and like how to get on with guys and things like that, and just how to be a bit more of a hero. And that comes off quite well, actually. I thought it was going to be silly, but it wasn't. It actually comes off as a fun interpretation of how the characters would interact, and it means the people who wrote the story actually gave it that and weren't just churning it out. This goes for about £30 new in trade. It may be worth waiting for it to turn up in a humble bundle, because I see it quite often coming up in those, or just in a sale on something like Comixology to get it digitally. I'm quite happy with the copy I've got. You know, it's totally normal binding for a trade paperback, but you know, it's something you could quite happily read on digital and not be overly concerned about, or get second hand for a much better price. I think £30 is starting to tip the scales a bit for this. I was expecting something a little bit more, but look, let me know what you think. If you like the story, let me know if you think it's not so good. Fine. I mean, I know they're currently doing a storyline at the moment, Dynamite, where they're crossing over, and essentially they've nicked the writer from Marvel Zombies, and they're going to have him write a sort of Dynamite version of Marvel Zombies by the looks of it. I haven't read the first issue of that yet. I've got that to go, but that may be better. That may repeat the problems of this story. But otherwise, please feel free to give us a thumbs up and a like to subscribe, and thanks for watching.